Let's talk meal planning for the ultimate reset. Now, I know for me, this is where I get the most overwhelmed, is looking at all these meals, all these veggies I'm going to have to chop, all the fruit I'm going to have to cut up, all that kind of stuff. And it can be very overwhelming, especially if this is your first time through the reset. For me, when I did the first reset 4 years ago, I wanted to follow it to the T, eating exactly what it said for each meal, regardless of if I knew what I was actually putting in my body or not. I spent hours and hours driving to different grocery stores. I even had to go to an Asian market to find the kombucha squash, but I did it because I wanted to experience it that way, 100% spot on. But what I've learned since I've done it that first time and multiple times since, I believe this is my 5th time through it, is you don't have to follow it to the T. In other words, you don't have to eat exactly on day 6 what it says for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. In fact, it can be much easier and much more beneficial and much less stress for you if you follow the reset in a crunch. Now, I'm going to upload this file. It's a PDF of the reset in a crunch. If you look in your nutrition guide for the ultimate reset, it should be in there somewhere between the meal plan and like the recipes. So you should be able to have that or find that in your guide too. The other thing is, if you are going to follow the reset to the T, way to go. Check out ultimatereset.com and log in there with the same email and password that you used to set up your Team Beachbody account. And you have access to day-by-day instructions there, as well as grocery lists for each week. So I'd highly recommend you check that out. What I found, though, is following reset in a crunch really cut down on my grocery bills, the time it took to prep, and even the stress of going through this. So let me give you a couple of pointers. If you look at reset in a crunch, it is organized by phases. There's 3 phases to the ultimate reset, phase 1, 2, and 3. And each week is a phase. Each week kind of has a theme. So like in phase 1, week 1, you're working on cutting out animal products. So past day 4, you're not really allowed to have any meat or eggs, okay? So what the reset in a crunch does is it gives you several options for breakfast, several options for lunch, and several options for dinner in the first phase. Now, for me, one of my most favorite meals on the entire reset is, well, there's 2 of them. The black beans and rice tacos, love those. And I also love the salmon and asparagus and potatoes meal. So I will have those. Now what I do is I look at let me look at phase 1 dinners. And I have the options of stir-fried veggies, like that, I'll add that to my list. Black beans and rice, I'll have that a couple of times. And then the lentil lime salad. I also like that. So those 3 I will just put into a rotation for the week. So those will be the only 3 dinners. Oh, I'll also do the salmon and asparagus. So those will be the only 4 dinners that I will use. And I'll just do them multiple times. That way I'm prepping once and getting at least 2 meals out of each prep time, which is huge, 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 huge. And then for lunch, I like all 3 of those, the microgreen salad, the quinoa salad, and the Greek salad with chicken. Now the Greek salad with chicken, I can only have it until day 4. So I'll work that in twice during the week, and then the quinoa salad and microgreen salad too. It just makes it that much easier, and then all you have to do to figure out your grocery list is check out the recipes in the recipes section for those and just multiply it by however many servings you're going to use that particular meal for. Does that make sense? It's super easy. That way too, you know you're getting food that you like. Now if we go to week 2, again, I like the Greek salad, the microgreen salad, and the quinoa lentil pilaf, so I'll make that and just rotate my lunches through that. I can also switch dinner for lunch if I want to, if I'm getting real crazy, so I love to do that. Now, what I do notice is on phase 2, it does not have another one of my favorites, which is the pinto beans with brown rice. So I'll also throw that into these 3 choices for dinner, and I'll rotate through those too. So I hope that helps you out. I hope it takes a little bit of the stress out of the prep work, because really that's the hardest part of the ultimate reset. And certainly by phase 3, week 3, I literally am down to just probably 2 of those. Now I do love the tempeh. I know a lot of people don't, but I do love the tempeh, so I always work that in to my selections as well. So anyway, I hope that helps you. Best of luck to you. Congratulations for already making the decision to do the ultimate reset, and I'll see you in 3 weeks.